Hello, so in this video we will be going to learn a very important data structure, that is linked list. Okay, many company ask on this topic, and linked list are easy if you understand the concepts of linked list. Okay, and as I have told, many companies like Amazon and different companies ask the questions on this. There are like hardly 20 questions. Okay, if you learn those 20 questions, you will be able to solve any questions. If the question will be very much tough, then it will be tough for you, but most of the questions that are asked in company will be you will be able to solve those. Okay, so linked list are something conceptual. You will have to understand it how it works. Okay, so I have recorded the video using my pen and paper. Okay, so first of all, you will have to understand the concepts from that copy and pen video, which are after this descriptions. Okay, and then I'll show you that part using the codes. Okay, so then you will understand it very clearly. Okay, I'll suggest you that to put the photo I will give you in the description box of the copy with you, so that you will understand it better. Okay, that how the code run, and after that we'll switch to lead code or GFG, and there I'll show that how it is given. Okay, how the root node and the head nodes are given to you, and then how you will solve the questions there. Okay, so let's begin with the pen and paper tutorial. Hello, so now let's begin the graphical representation of linked list. So it is very important for us to know that how linked lists are made. uh, if you can visualize the linked list, then it will be easy for you to solve any questions. Okay, so first of all, then we create a box of name, head or root. Okay, so it is a box of data type node. Okay, so its data type is node type. Okay, it is a pointer, it will point to a box. So what is the box? Now this is a linked list. Okay, so what it do, let's say it has the value 100. Okay, address are not like this 100, they are integer, some character, integer, a mix of integer. Okay, integer and character. So let's say this is the head node and it is 100. So what it is doing, it is pointing to this node. Okay, so this is a link, this is a struct. Okay, or for now it is a box. Okay, which has the address 100. Okay, and it contains two sub box. This one will contain integer, this will contain a pointer address. Okay, so integer, now you may store integer, let's say 25. Okay, so the first address here I have written 100. Now it will also point another linked list. Okay, so let's say 150. So now here again it is a box of any value, let's say 30, and it will contain the address. It will its value, its address is 150. Now it will contain 201. Okay, so it means it has the value, it has the address of this linked list. So the address of this linked list is 201, and it will contain the value. And so what I have done, it will contain the address of this box, it will contain the address of this box. Okay, let's get some more. Okay, so let's say 101. So this is 101. So this is pointing to this linked list, it will again some value 24. And now how will we in the linked list? So here if it has some address, means it is not the end. So for in we write here null. Okay, so it represents that the linked list is end, means it does not contain any further address, so it is the end point. Okay, so basically this is the linked list, means they are linked to each other. Okay, not all the linked lists are linked to each other. Means if you have to uh, do anything in this linked list, okay, so and you are on this link, this node, okay, so you will have to traverse one by one to reach here, and then you can check the values here. Okay, you does not have the access to do anything directly from this node to this node. Okay, you can do this, like if you want to traverse from this node to this node in some question, the address 150 will be erased here, and you can push the address 101. So now this link will push will address to this linked list, but then you will what will happen is you will forget these two nodes. Okay, because you don't have anything address stored in any of these values. Okay, so these will be like useless. So this is the visual representation of linked list. So now how it is created. So the box, in technical term, we use struct to create this. Okay, so how will we write struct? So first of all, struct, struct, here we write the node. Okay, any node, any name, like in leetcode.jg, you will see here written list node. Okay, then you will create this box. Okay, these two box. So the first is int data type, so int data. Okay, so this sub box is created. Now this box, okay, so this is an address data type, so it is made like this: struct struct, okay, and then node asterisk, it is a star, okay, and next. Why I have written next here? Because this contain address of the next node. Okay, so it is convenient for us to write next. So this is not it. Now how will you create every time a new struct like this? Okay, new node like this. So there are uh, many methods to create, but for now I will show you with an integer. So node here, and then we write int x. Okay, and now what will we do? So here when it is called, a box is created. Okay, like this. Now it is a data and it is a next. Okay, this is data and this is next. So now I'll push data is equal to x. So let's say I have called this from the int main with a value of 25. So 25 will be pushed here. Now what we do is, by default we put the next value. Okay, so not this, not this, is equal to null. Okay, so this is null, means a box is created. Okay, and it this bracket are closed with a semicolons. Okay, you have to remember this. Now it is, the box will be created from this one. Okay, with the help of this. And now let's go to the int main part. So how will we do this? So let's say int main. Okay, so let's int I is equal to 0. Let's input 5 values. Okay, but now what I have to do? So here I have shown you the head node. Okay, so here we write struct, okay, node asterisk head. Okay, we have created a head uh, data type of but it will contain the address. Okay, and now in int main we will start taking input. Okay, so let's say I have a data type int x, no, let's say a. Okay, and I have taken input a from the user. Now okay, so int a, and have taken the input. Now what we will do is head. Okay, so head now what is this? Okay, so in order to access these two values, okay, we write head data means a dash and an arrow, okay, and head this and next, okay. So this will point to this one and this will point to this one, okay. So head, the next of the head we will do here what the head next, so it will contain the new node and a, okay. So what it will do, as you may know, as you know that head will be a null, okay. So it will be a null, let's say null, but now it head to next will what it will do, it will create a node, okay. So here you may see that it will call this function here a, here x. So whatever will the value, it will create a box, okay, data x, and the next will be null. Now it throws, okay, it throws the address of the node created, okay. So let's, it is 100 as I have shown here, okay. So it sends 100. So now I have head with an address of 100, so it is pointing to, let's say, this node. So this node is created, okay. So now we have created a node, okay. Now what we will do, we will go to this node, okay, because the we have finished working on this. So now we will go to this node, okay. So head is equal to head to next, okay. So now we have reached here, okay. So let's close this. Now what we will do, head is here now, okay. Then again let's say we will take the input of the second one, okay. So again it will contain it will take the input a and head to next. Now it is on the second one, okay. So here we do not we have null here, okay, the new one. So now head to next will be changed, okay. So now when we'll create a node a, let's say here with a value 30, so it will throw, this one will throw 150, okay. And then here you can see here the null value will be changed to 150, okay. So now it will contain the address of this one, and again we will go, and then again we will go to the head to next, so we will reach here, okay. And again we looped like this, okay. So in this way we create a linked list, okay. So now I will show you in coding also. So this is all about the linked list basic. I will paste this pic in the Google Drive link in the description. So now you have understood the concepts of linked list. So now let's implement those, okay. So as I have told, to create a box, so how we create a box, struct, okay, node and the sub box. So int data, okay. Keep remember data in GFG, these codes are hidden, okay. So there by default it is data, and in lead code it is val, that is value, okay. Here struct node asterisk next, okay. Now to create, okay, node int x, okay, okay. In GFG there are different methods. So if you want to create the linked list using the value, or you may create with the address also. So here I'm implementing with using the values only. So in GFG you can see the hidden question, okay, and there you will see different types they use to create a node, okay. So data will be x and the next will be null, okay. Null is written as this, okay, either always with the capital, or if you want to write the small, so null ptr, okay. You will see the color will be changed. So I write null, okay. So now it has been created, and this will be closed with a semicolon. Now here I have written the input. So what we will do, int n, we will take the input n. Okay, now we will take the first one. Okay, so here 1, so let's say int x, and we will input the x. Now the head pointer, as I have shown you, so struct node asterisk head. It may be null or may not be null because you will have to push the value inside it, so you may leave it as it is. Okay, so now what we will do, head is equal to new node. New is the operator. Okay, so in C++, using this new operator, we create this. Okay, now we will send the value of x. So here x, so as I have told you, it will throw from here, it will throw the address to head. Okay, so now head will contain the address of the new created node. Okay, so now this has been created. Let's build the code. Okay, so it is working. So now what happens is, if I'll implement it as I have told in the pen and paper, so I will not have the address of the first node. Okay, I will, what I do is I will go to the next, and at the last I'll end up with the address of the last node only. So, but all the questions you will solve on the lead code and anywhere, you will be given the address of the first node. So let's save those value in a variable. So node asterisk, let's say anything, tail is equal to head. Okay, so now we will operate the tail one. Okay, I will not disturb the head node. So now I have taken the input 1 here. Okay, I have made these things in text because I have to store the address of the first node. Okay, so now I have taken the input of the first node. So now I'll iterate till n minus 1. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n minus 1, I plus plus. Okay, so int x cin x. Now what I will do is I will call this tail next. Okay, as I have told you, tail of next will be nothing, it may be null or anything, but I will store the data, or I will store the address of the next node. Okay, so this will throw the address of the next node, so I'll directly push this here. So new node, and the values are x. Okay, so here we created another node, and it sent back us the address of the newly created node, and we stored that node in the address sub box of that box. Okay, so the tail of next will contain the address of the next box. Now what I will do, we will grow from one node to another node. Okay, because I have completed the work on the first node, and I have also the address of the head node. Okay, I have not disturbed the head node, you can see. Now tail is equal to tail to next. Okay, so now I have done with everything. So now it is created. Let's run the code, and you will see there is no error. Now, so this is the implementation. Like if you want to store a linked list. Okay, so now we will use the head one. So let's say print, I'll print g. Okay, just because print is a by default name, so we'll send head here. Okay, because I have the value head. Now how will we print the linked list? So void, nothing I have to do, print g, and node asterisk, you may write any name. Now I have to go next while not root. So while root is not equal to null. Okay, as I have told you, because the last will be the null. Okay, see out, how will you print the value, the data one, the sub data type. Okay, so root data. Okay, now root is equal to root next. you may see here the values. Okay, now if someone asked you what is the length of the linked list, okay, so just cnt plus plus, just take here integer cnt is equal to 0. Okay, and here you may create inline and then cnt. So here you may see the length of the linked list. Okay, here the linked list. So now you might have understood why I used these, okay, tail and head here, because we will have to contain the value of the head node, because without the address of the head node we can't do anything. Okay, it is a simply linked list, so we have not saved the address of the previous node. Okay, if here what is the difference? So here it while getting the doubly linked list, we write here prev is equal to null. Okay, and every time we put the address of the previous node also. So in that case we can traverse from the last node to the head node also, and head node to the last node also. Okay, so for time being we are learning about the single linked list. Okay, if you will understand this, you will understand double linked list and trees also, because in trees here we will write left subtree and the right subtree. Okay, so these are the basic concepts. Now in the second video I will teach you on the lead code. Okay, so it will be better for you, because lastly you will have to go on the lead code for your placement preparations. So for that, for now it's all about the linked list.